Hello, I'm Veronica Papacosta, CEO of Seafood Industry Australia. Joining me here today is Michael Blake from South Australian Lobster Company, or as we know it in the industry, better known as SALCO. SALCO is SIA's newest member, and today we're really interested to learn more about the company and definitely about Michael's journey through the industry and the company. So hi, Michael.
Hi, Veronica. How are you?
Good, great. Thanks so much for joining us. And can you let us know, tell us a little bit about SALCO and your journey and where you're headed with the company.
Yeah, well, firstly, thanks for the opportunity to introduce myself as a company and being a newest member. It is exciting. SALCO started in South Australia, hence the name. And it started with a bunch of local fishermen getting together with the company, started the company there. Shortly after, the company expanded into Victoria and Tasmania, which is where I've come along because I'm from Tasmania. And they bought my company and I started working for SALCO ever since. That's 13 odd years ago. So really enjoyed working for the company, and since then it's grown in strength. Our biggest strength, most people know us for, is lobster. And we've been creating a brand in the most recent time, Wild Legend, and now sort of moving into other processing of other products as well, such as abalone, squid and scallops, which has been really exciting.
Yeah, that is exciting. So you had your own company. Tell me about that. So SALCO took that over, but were you fishing? Is it been in your family?
Yeah, well, I started off as a fisherman when I was quite young, worked on boats, and then got into processing as a quota was coming, and I was sort of thinking, it's not going to be a job for 2 decades on a boat. Got into processing, and I've been stuck processing ever since, but I've really enjoyed it. So started my own company, Red Dragon Seafoods, which SALCO then bought. I was in partnership with a fisher, so it was almost like the same sort of structure as SALCO, but on a much smaller scale, so kind of worked. And it's just been a really good fit, and I've really enjoyed the journey so far. And I love the product. Who doesn't love Southern Rock Lobster? So in recent times, with obviously what's going on with our trade markets and COVID and things like that, it's been challenging, but it's given us opportunities to develop better products, better cooked products of Southern Rock Lobster, and now some really good raw products. I've been quite distrusting of frozen green Southern. I don't think it holds up very well, but pretty proud to say we've found a way to get a really great sashimi frozen product. Looking forward to getting that out into the marketplace in the next sort of short time.
That's super exciting. I think market diversification, as you know, has been such a market and product diversification has been such a focus given the challenges we've had in the market and through COVID. Tell me about the brand. I'm really fascinated about Wild Legend. What's the need for the brand? Because I'm assuming most of the time we talk about Southern Rock Lobster as a brand, but you've gone ahead and created your own. Tell me a bit about where that came from and where you use it. How does it support your product development?
Well, it came about really because we have a parent company, New Zealand Fjord and Lobster Company, which is one of the largest Southern Rock Lobster exporters in the world. And we were trying to work out how do we brand 2 products, one from Australia, one from New Zealand, where it's really the same species. So we came together and created Wild Legend, and we created the one brand selling the one product. So that was really the reason for it. And going forward, it's kind of hard to differentiate yourself from all the other Southern Rock Lobster exporters if you're just promoting Southern Rock Lobster. So we wanted to create our own brand, put our own stories behind it, our own fishes and voice. So so we've come up with our own brand.
Yeah, fantastic. Good luck with it. It's a great brand, by the way. It looks really good.
Thank you.
And clearly I'm into red, so it works for me. I have a question. I know that obviously one of the biggest challenges facing Southern Rock Lobster in Australia at the moment is the trade barriers or barriers to trade with China. But what else drove SALCO to consider, or what else did you look at that you thought membership to SIA would be valuable? What are the priorities that you can share?
Yeah, look, SALCO's always been a big supporter of management of our fisheries and advocacy. I've personally sat on a lot of boards around the country. As you know, that takes up a lot of time and effort. And then trying to do the advocacy work on top of that as a single company is difficult. We've tried to create processing organisations, but we're all really busy and we don't have the time to put the advocacy in. So for us, it's a bit of a no-brainer that once we've seen the work that you guys were doing at SIA, we needed to be a part of that. And we think that we can, by working with SIA, we can get better benefits for our fisheries management, but also definitely on the advocacy side, which is where I think SIA is starting to show some real strength, especially working with government and trying to bring in funds for advertising and things like that. And getting our public perception out there and our social licence is really important, and I think that's also a place that SIA can really help.
Fantastic, thank you. I'm hearing the word unity in there, and working together, and I think it's super important. It's pretty much the basis of everything we do at SIA. So we really appreciate the membership and the support. And thank you so much for joining me today and sharing a little bit of that. It's always great for us to learn and get to know each other across the industry. So we're working together at all times. So thank you again, and have a great day. Thanks, Michael.
No worries. Thank you very much, Veronica.